Hey gang, welcome back to Dr. Bosky, and today we're taking a look at a rough cut of an upcoming trailer for Interstellar Sentinel. Phil, thank you very much for providing this rough cut, and here I thought I would give you some feedback real time, and we can get jamming. One of the first things I would say off the cuff is we should have the sound effects for the game. They don't need to be as loud as the music, but they should be there underneath. Probably if you think about music being 100%, sound effects can be at like 40% or 30% of in relation to the volume. That way we have just a little bit more audio, I think audio interest, right? So it catches the ear a bit. So food for thought there. Let's take a look. Actually, let's see here. I'm also probably, maybe I'll do this. Let's take a look here. That way I don't know what I'm doing here. One second. It's fine. Okay, cool. So I would do I would do maybe like a quarter second or a half second fade up from black. Music fade up from black for the intro. Good music choice. By the way, you do a nice transition on the beat for the next scene, which is great. Here it comes. All right, with a do 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 do. Good use of skill here. I like it. So since you've already got kind of some beat matching here, I would. So right there where we have the ding at about 17 seconds, you can hear it hit. Ready? Here it comes. Boom. On that drum beat, I would switch to the Skullzor. So I would just basically shave. Right about here, I would cut. So at about 17 seconds on the time code. So I would cut to the Skullzor bits. And then I would also cut to the next scene here, basically on that beat. So ta-da, and it goes, right? So this is also quite a bit of length, but that's fine. I think this lets people feel what the game is, which is great. Yeah, but you can hear, like here. Here we go. Yeah, so I would definitely switch to the next scene here. This is way too long. So, I would shorten this down because the thing is, I mean, the general sense here, right? There's not a lot happening. You're not moving around much. Like there's bullets and it's cool to see the scene, but it's overstaying its welcome. Yes, I would only include, I mean, I'd probably include like 3 or 4 seconds of this shot if you want to use it here. Now, you can continue to cut to other aspects, like maybe when all the waves of enemies are coming in with the Robonoid Seekers to show like that are bits. You could show the, like, you could also show the, like the head tosses spawning. You could show the opening, like when you do the monster trophy and you have the, it's really interesting to see like all of the, Hell Taskmasters doing their patterns, right? It's a little bit different when you want to cut like trailers and like footage for the trailers though, but also you have on the sides, you have basically the hell turrets which are shooting the missiles. So you could start there, and then if you wanted to do a couple cuts within the same scene to show the different bits, you can then expand this out to like, you know, like, I don't know, 8 or 10 seconds maybe. So see what else you got. Boring. All right. And then, so you're showing this. Okay. So again, I would come back to with the music track as timing. So you're gonna have you'll have different timing at this point, but fine to use this. But then I'd figure out how to beat match, and let's see what we got. Oh, by the way, this footage is great. I thought this was a nice kind of wrap up here. Good job showing the explosion of the boss. And you're using DaVinci Resolve, so we should also double check what your render settings are. That way we get the best rendered footage possible. So, all right, let's go back. Let's take a look. Nice, good footage. Nice showing the long undead dragons dying there. This footage is there's not a lot going on. It's kind of boring, right? It kind of shows the, like, I think it's cool. Let me see here. So here nothing is happening. And then you got like one enemy, 2 diamonds. I would probably start your footage. Let's see. I would start your footage somewhere here, maybe. And so I would cut the opening parts of that out because there's just not a lot going on. And I muted it, which is fine. This is good. It shows kind of an adventure aspect of the gameplay, which I like. This is great, showing because you're late, which is totally fine with the hell turrets with their missiles. So you're in the blood waterfall, which is cool. Nice. Whoa, what was that? Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'd speed this up a little bit here. Although, yeah, so this is one of those cases where like super, right? Like catching some of that background audio would be great. I mean, how much time are we spending on this here? 2, 3, 5. All right, let's get rid of that real quick. Yeah, it's an eternity. So 204. And so that kind of came in at about 145. So that's about 15. You have almost 20 seconds. What I would do is I would either cut into this a little bit more, or I would speed it up by like 50%. Like cut this down by half. And then the last thing here is you probably also want to do, let's see, all right, trailer. Launch trailer. I think that's fine. And you can kind of see like when I was, yeah, take a look at my trailer again for reference. I think I'll send it over to you. And this was the first one I cut. Let me get this there. All right, cool. And so you can see like the kind of fade up, right? So for reference at the beginning, this trailer was much longer, 222. We're not too far off, but I think the key here is I like the ending. And I think one of the other things in general that you want to think about is high action, medium action, low action, right? You want to kind of alternate a bit you can lead with the high action and then cut in with the medium and lower. Shouldn't have too much time for the lower action bits, but you know, you're also looking to showcase kind of those things that are exciting to you. So that's the, you know, freedom of creating the trailer, but something to think about. And yeah, so I think here, and here, right, like also, you know, like in DaVinci, if you ask me, so you can see here I do these like these transitions between the shots, which kind of created some extra visual interest. And that visual interest also takes just a second or so of stitching the shots together cohesively. And so you can see here what I wound up doing is I started pretty much almost at the very end, right? But I did show at the, I showed here, I think was it here? Yeah, so I basically pulled this up, had those there, and then showed that it is tabulating here, but that helped me shorten it up a little bit, not to have a lot of time. I wound up using some shots from, this is from the credits level, because I kind of like the extra noise behind the UI. And then I had a super as well there. And then what you want to do is, I wound up doing a barn door transition, but you want a call to action at the end. And also here. And it's easy enough for you to get this right. Interstellar Sentinel. So I kind of went with a bit of that as well. So you can take a quick look at that for reference. Okay. Otherwise, I'm excited to see what the iterations look like coming out this week. Yeah, to everyone else out there, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.